Ngayon natapos na ang Season 50 2025 PBA Draft. Pag-usapan natin sino mga winners and losers ng draft class na ito. Alam naman nating lahat outside of the, popular names like Jeyo Chu, Juan Gomez de Leaño, Dalf Panopio, na itong draft class na to, regarded by many bilang isa sa mga pinakamababaw na draft class as of late. And it's because una sa lahat maraming gwardya, wala masyadong bigs, and even if maraming gwardya, not really top tier talents. Pero in my opinion, meron mga diamonds in the rough, meron mga players dito na underrated na we often overlook that could possibly become solid role players in the future. Pero anyway, ito ang format natin for today. Meron tayong winners, merong losers, nasa gitna muna lahat. Since ilalagay natin isa-isa sa categories, pwede naman magstay sa gitna yung team if okay lang naman, not necessarily, winning performance or losing performance from them. So, unang-una sa lahat, para sa losers, collectively, ilalagay ko ang buong SMC. So, explain ko sa susunod kung bakit. So, nilagay ko lahat ng SMC sa losers. And then, ang unang winner natin is Blackwater Bossing. So, Blackwater, they had the third pick and they drafted Dalf Panopio, which is, ang funny kasi ng posisyon ng Blackwater. Nasa sandwich sila ng Terra Firma tsaka ng Northport Batangpier. Dalawang SMC teams, let's just say it that way, or allegedly. And drafting Dalf Panopio at number 3 provides Blackwater kasi a steady point guard to complement Cedric Barefield's scoring. So kumbaga, kung ilalagay ko yung sarili ko sa sapatos ng isang coach, si Barefield last conference had Christian David, who is more of a spot-up guy or, more of a forward type of guy. Yes, Blackwater had RK Ilagan and ako naniniwala din naman ako kay RK Ilagan. Pero Dalf Panopio is really a great point guard and could help Cedric Barefield get more efficient or more effective shots para sa Blackwater Bossing. And yung position nga kasi nila, number 1 ng Terra Firma, number 1 ng Northport Batangpier. And according sa mga mock drafts na nakita ko, according to the articles I've read, na Terra Firma and Northport, talagang gusto nila either Jeyo Chu or Dalf Panopio. It's either Dalf Panopio goes number 1, Jeyo Chu number 4, or Dalf Panopio number 4, Jeyo Chu number 1. Pero ang Blackwater, funnily enough, they were choosing between Dalf Panopio or Jeyo Chu. And number 3 sila, mauuna sila sa Northport. So if nag-number 1 si Jeyo Chu, kukunin ng Blackwater si Dalf. But if Dalf is number 1, kukunin ng Blackwater is Jeyo Chu. And it makes sense kasi kulang din naman sa bigs ang Blackwater and point guard is one of their needs. So, nasa perfect position yung Blackwater sa draft class na to or sa draft na to get either a solid or a very solid point guard or a very solid big man para sa kanila. So, sila nilagay ko sa unang winners kasi na-fulfill nila yung needs nila and for some reason, na-bluff nila ang isang buong SMC Corporation. So, pangalawang winner, ilalagay ko na kagad ang Converge Fiber Xers who drafted Juan Gomez de Leaño. Second, lock na to. Matagal nang, mula nung nakipag-trade ang Converge sa Phoenix, alam na ng lahat na mag-Juan Gomez de Leaño sila. Lock na yun. Hindi na mag-iiba yun. And again, Juan Gomez de Leaño at number 2 is very impressive. In my opinion, si Juan Gomez de Leaño pang number 1 pick talent. Arguably, pili ka na lang kay Dalf or kay Juan Gomez, depende sa trip mo. Pero ako, I have Juan Gomez at number 1 sa tuktok ng draft board. And it adds another guard para sa Converge Fiber Xers. Adds another, dynamic guard sa dynamic lineup nila right now. Kumbaga, solid na sila sa bigs. With Arana, Baltazar. Meron silang Winston, may Stockton, and now Juan Gomez de Leaño. So, kompleto na sila sa guards. Kompleto na sila sa bigs. Yung wings, doon na lang kailangan nilang i-fill. Maybe, pwede mag 3-guard lineup sila since si Winston naman, it's not that, small. Maybe. And dalawa naman yung malaki nila, so it's not necessarily a problem for them if mag 3-guard lineup sila. So, I have Converge sa winners kasi yung pinamigay din naman nila, it's not that, gusto ko si Brian Santos, pero they quite literally gave up peanuts para makuha nila si Juan Gomez de Leaño, which is the best player sa draft na to, in my opinion. So again, another winner for me is Terra Firma Jeep. Number 1 pick. Nakuha nila si Jeyo Chu. Very important for Terra Firma to get Jeyo Chu kasi he's the only, big man na malaki talaga, legit big man sa draft class na to. I have Juan Gomez de Leaño number 1, pero kung Terra Firma naman yung number 1, they're gonna get Jeyo Chu. And it really adds value to this team kung talagang ibebenta nga talaga nila yung team nila. Having a 6'10 guy with international experience, Gilas experience, alongside the current players that they have, which is, not the most exciting, in my opinion. So, it raises their value if ever talagang binebenta nila tong team na to. So, I have them as a, slight winner. Kumbaga, hindi fully nandyan. Ganyan. Pero nasa winner pa rin naman. So, punta muna tayo sa losers ng onte. Saglit lang. Una is Barangay Ginebra. Alam naman natin, pag Ginebra, draft day, not really, the team who drafts. Nagtitrade madalas yan. So, we never know. Malay natin, Chris Kun pala talaga yung pick ng Ginebra sa araw na to. Which is yun yung nakuha ng Northport at number 4. I will talk about that after I talk about Barangay Ginebra. They got Estil. Number 11, nakuha nila si Estil. And I'm fine with Estil kasi, he feels the need. Nag-MVP naman siya sa combine. 6'3", forward. More of a 4 than a 3 in my opinion. Pero ang gusto ko kay Estil, yung energy, athletic, NSD, yun naman yung hinihiling ko sa kanila sa kabila kong channel na kailangan nila ng mga players na mag-aagaw buhay para manalo at gumawa ng good plays at hindi magpapogi masyado. Hindi yung larong aircon. So I think Estil, is a good player pero considering who's available at the time and especially sa later rounds, they had a chance, to draft guys like Jack Cruz Dumont. Medyo mataas-taas ako. So, yun lang naman. Kaya nasa losers ang Ginebra kasi they played it safe. Pero kung si Chris Kun nga, 'di ba? Ginebra bound, which is hindi tayo sure pero mataas ang chances. Alam ko maraming may inis doon sa statement na yon pero that's the truth. Wala na tayong magagawa doon. Maybe kaya nag-number 4 si Chris Kun para i-hedge na kagad nila kasi NLEX might take Chris Kun. Sa mocks and sa mga rumors, NLEX really had Chris Kun. I think, in my opinion lang naman, base sa aking mga nababasa online. So, baka kinuha ng Northport si Kun at number 4 because of that. Sinesecure na nila yung asset for their brothers. Pero if hindi, kung Northport talaga si Chris Kun, I think it's also kind of a shaky pick kasi bakit mo kukunin si Chris Kun sa number 4? Yes, it's a 6'5" point forward pero Chris Kun shot 30% from the field and 25% from 3. Last 2 years niya sa UAAP. Yes, good playmaker pero you're basically drafting Art De La Cruz at number 4. Pero I don't know, hindi naman ako professional, hindi naman ako official scouts, maybe ay problema ko to. Pero I have Northport din sa losers kasi if legit na sa kanila si Chris Kun, ang daming available. They could have gotten Will Gozum, diba? They could have gotten Yukian Andrada for God's sake, diba? If talagang gusto nila ng medyo risky pick. So yun lang naman, I have Northport sa losers. Magnolia, sige nagbago na isip ko. Lalagay ko na sa winners ang Magnolia Hotshots. Yukian Andrada is a really solid pick para sa kanila. At number 6, Yukian Andrada, may tiwala ako kay Andrada na he will develop into a really good starter level player sa liga na ito. So again, lalagay ko sa winners ulit is Meralco Bolts. Ang nakuha ng Meralco Bolts sa draft na to is Jason Brickman tsaka Vince Magbuhos. Si Jason Brickman nakuha nila at 7, which is crazy. Alam ko matanda na si Jason Brickman, pero at number 7 is crazy to me. Pero gets ko naman, Yukian is a younger prospect. Mas may potential pa over Jason Brickman. And hindi naman kailangan ng Magnolia ng point guard. NLEX, okay, baka makaagaw ni Bolik sa bola si Brickman. Pero LJ Gonzalez is a small point guard din naman. So I kind of get why Brickman fell into number 7, pero very nice pick from Meralco. Ang tatandaan na ng players sila, Newsome 35, Brickman 33, Almazan pushing 40, Banquero pushing 40 as well. Pero it's talent. Baka makabalik sila ulit competing sa finals. The fact that they added talent, especially Vince Magbuhos, very high ako kay Magbuhos. Sa preview ko, sa video ko sa Barangay Ginebra channel ko, I've mentioned na sikreto ko si Vince Magbuhos. He's a very solid shooter. Standing at 6'5", bata pa, may potential, matangkad, natural shooter. Nagloko yung audio ko sa part na to ng video, so ulitin ko na lang, or mas paiksiin ko na nga actually, na yung Rain or Shine, I have them as almost winners, leaning into winners, pero sakto lang din. They had a lot of picks, a lot of player to choose from. sa training camp. Pero a lot of those players medyo Sino? Napaganan ako ng onte. Pero we don't really know since si Coach Yeng Guiao naman ang coach ng team na to. They can turn, anything into gold. Pero players na nakuha nila, sila Manaytay, Roque, Omega, Kuahao, David, and Michek. And in my opinion, sa lahat ng yon, baka ang maging steal pa sa draft class na to is si Omega. I think meron siya potential, size, skill, and considering na Coach Yeng Guiao ulit, I think meron siya nung toughness to make it as a very solid player for Rain or Shine. So, ayun. So again, another winner na lalagay natin ay Phoenix Fuel Master. So very horrid trade ang ginawa nila, trading the number 2 pick. Pero end of the day, nakuha pa rin nila si Will Gozum, a top 5 level talent sa draft class na to, which is also a big man, 6'6", very skilled, nagre-recover right now sa injury. Medyo scary yon for teams, kaya siguro nag-drop si Will Gozum. Pero the fact na they traded number 2 for number 8 and some players and they still ended up with Will Gozum is very impressive to me. So lalagay ko yon as a win. And yung mga teams na sakto lang, TNT, Sean Quintevis, they wanted him anyway since practice player na rin naman nila, matagal na. And NLEX, Road Warriors, sakto lang din kasi LJ Gonzalez, we could have gotten Breakman pero gets ko rin naman. Baka mag-clash sila ni Bolik since si Bolik gusto ng bola madalas. Pero LJ also is point guard na mahilig sa bola. And he's not that tall, so gets. Pero it's okay lang, hindi naman masama. LJ is very talented. And ayun, yan ang aking final winners and losers. Hindi na nga tier list to eh. Board, kumbaga na. We have losers, Ginebra, San Miguel, Northport. Sakto lang, TNT, NLEX. Medyo winner, Rain or Shine. And for winners, Blackwater, Converge, Terra Firma, Magnolia, Meralco, Phoenix. So kung mapapansin nyo, medyo kind ako today. Ang daming winners. Sama ko na yung Rain or Shine sa winners. Pero to Ginebra, San Miguel, tsaka Northport, it's kind of, hindi naman necessarily losers, pero they made moves na medyo mapapakamot ka ng ulo and thinking na parang, baka hindi talaga nila priority ang draft. And para sa Northport naman, drafting Chris Kun at number 4 is kind of crazy to me. Sobrang taas nun for a guy who can't shoot. Pero ayun, I'll do a breakdown eventually, some of the players here. So yun lang naman. Thanks for watching. Huwag kayo magalit. Sorry na.